Welcome back to the 801 Diaries podcast. I'm Abby.
And I'm Emily.
How you doing, Emily?
I'm doing really good. Today I'm not tired because we're recording at a reasonable hour. Um,
I am, however, I am
but it's
tired.
not too unreasonable of an
No,
hour for you.
it's
So,
just, it's just, I just like to sleep in. Well, actually,
no, I get that.
this is the time I usually wake up, but so I'm
Still,
fine. I'm just tired.
you're just tired. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, today it's been a good day. It was the most beautiful day today. The sun was out, it was shining. It was cold, so that was fun, but it was like so beautiful and just like the bluest of blue skies. And so it's been a good day, like just a solid Sunday or yeah. So
That's good.
yeah. How about you? How are you doing, Abby?
I'm good. I still have a little bit of a cold, but it's getting better.
That's good.
Um, one
That's
second.
good.
I'm eating a Tootsie Roll.
Oh, that's fun. Um, I guess I can
Breakfast
talk.
of
Oh,
Champions.
there she is. I love.
Sorry. I'm trying to think. It's been a good week. The only notable thing was the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight, which we can
There
talk
was
about
some,
later.
yes, there is one thing that did happen to you that was unexpected
What?
when you were sick.
Oh, Emily DoorDashed me a drink. It was so
I
cute.
did. I did.
It's very sweet of her. She sent me a drink,
I
which is
know.
very nice because we love a fun drink, but we love a hot fun drink when you're sick.
Like, oh, and
Feels so good.
I sent her the spiced apple cider, which is quite literally my favorite,
Delicious.
like
So
winter
good.
drink at Starbucks. It is so good.
So good. So
So
that was very nice of her.
you're welcome. You're welcome. My roommate and I, we decorated for Christmas this week.
Cute.
So our whole apartment is just Vibe City. Like the vibes are really high right now, and I'm obsessed with it. Like we don't really turn on our big overhead lights. We just have like the Christmas lights and then candles, and that's how we see at
Nice.
night. So, well, mid-afternoon.
Yeah, I was gonna say after 2 p.m. when the sun has set.
When the sun is sitting at about 3:45 right now, so we're getting there, but we still got a
Um,
month of it getting darker before it gets lighter. So,
no,
it's a good
I
time.
come home from work. I get home at like 4:30 and it's fine outside. I take
Uh-huh.
my hour and a half nap. I wake up at 6 and it's pitch black outside. It's like the trippiest thing in the whole entire world. And
That's crazy.
it's like driving me bonkers. Um,
Yeah.
because I don't know. I just can't get
Yeah.
used to it.
I mean, at this point, like I go to work, pitch black outside. I get home from work, pitch black outside. So I'm just chilling. I'm having a good time, but not much is going on. So
Not much sunlight is being seen.
yeah. Yeah. It's pretty low.
Well, I took down my Halloween decorations yesterday, so we now have
Wow.
I took down the cobwebs, and so there's still some other things that need to be put away, but it's mostly ready to be decorating for Christmas now, but
Okay. That's good. That's fun.
we're working on it.
Um, yeah, no, we're full Christmas over here. Because I don't have, I'm gonna be in Utah for 2 weeks. We decided we're starting Christmas extra early just to make sure I get a full Christmas season here. So
Gotcha.
pretty exciting stuff. But yeah. So yeah, that's about it for
Yeah.
here. It's just been a busy week, but I'll
Um,
have a lot of stories next week, I think.
yeah.
So
Pop culture, the Mike
yes.
Tyson Jake Paul fight. So this fight, I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting to be a part of my week, but I watched it.
Can I let's talk about that because quite on like I didn't really even know it was happening that day, the day that it did.
I knew it was
And
happening.
I woke up to I think it said like 37 or something messages between like our family group chat about the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. And I was
Mhm.
very confused as to why every single person in our family was highly invested in this when no
It's Mike
one
Tyson.
to my
It's
knowledge,
Mike
nobody
Tyson.
has ever watched a UFC fight in anybody's
Well, this
lives. Like
wasn't
this is
UFC.
not whatever.
This was
Or
boxing.
sorry.
not the Ultimate Fighting Champion. Don't you know that? Don't you remember what
Sorry.
the Ultimate Fighting Champion is? Um,
Sorry, yes.
but no, this was boxing. And I think the only reason people are watching, A, because it's Jake Paul. Why are, what's Jake Paul doing? And it's Mike
Right.
Tyson. Like Mike Tyson hasn't fought a professional fight in 19 years. So
Oh,
this was a big
really?
deal. This was a big deal.
Okay.
And he's 58 years old fighting a 27-year-old.
Right. Which
But
seems stupid.
yeah, but it is Mike Tyson, you know?
Right.
But there were two pairs of male fighters who fought before. They were the lamest things we've ever seen in our whole entire lives. Holy cow. They weren't even like throwing punches. They were just bouncing around each other. It was really lame. Then there was a pair of women who fought, and holy cow, that was the craziest fight I've ever seen in my life. Like
Okay.
genuinely, it was so crazy. The one girl like kept headbutting, which you're not allowed to do. But she like kept headbutting and she headbutt the one girl like on the side of the head and it split her face open, like right
Oh
underneath
my
her
gosh.
eyebrow, like right underneath her eyebrow just split open. And then she kept doing it and so it split even more. So she just had this like cut on her
Oh
face. So blood was
my
just running
gosh.
down her face.
Oh,
It was
oh,
insane. It was seriously insane. I don't know why anyone would
absolutely
want to
not.
do that. It was so crazy.
Yeah. That sounds horrible, actually.
Yeah, but the girl who kept headbutting won. And everyone's really upset about it, as they should be. That other girl should have won. She
There we
really
go.
should have. Because she was supposed to get a 1 point deduction for headbutting, because you're not allowed to headbutt. But
Yeah.
people don't think that she did. But I don't know. The other girl, she threw
Mm,
more punches. She was more accurate. She should have won.
okay. Good to know.
Then we get to the main event. Jake Paul versus, no. Yeah, Jake Paul versus
Hmm.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
And the first 3 rounds were really good because Mike Tyson had a lot of energy. After that, he was just tired. He just couldn't do it. He was just so tired.
He was just a
And I
58-year-old
just
old
feel so
man.
bad. I don't know why he did this. He did an interview later
Yeah.
that was like, oh, screw legacies. Like, once you're dead, you're dead. Doesn't matter. So, because everyone was kind of like, why did you come out of
Why did you
retirement to lose, you know,
to Jake
to
Paul?
Jake Paul? Yeah. But he was like, oh, who cares about legacies? That kind of a thing.
It's
Which, I
so
mean, if that's
weird.
what he thinks, that's what he thinks. I don't care.
Yeah,
But
but
it was just kind of bizarre. But it was actually really kind of sad. He was so old. He was so old. But I really do think Jake Paul was pulling punches. Like I think he went easy. He went towards the end
oh,
there.
really?
Yeah, I think he could have gone a
Gotten
lot
like,
harder towards the end. I think the first couple of rounds
dang.
he definitely was giving it his all, but I think
Yeah,
he pulled some punches at the end
dang.
because Mike Tyson, he was so old. He just did not look good up there. I don't know.
No,
It was
I
sad.
get that. Well, there you go.
But other than that, it was the women were very entertaining to watch. They were very, very
Okay.
entertaining. Everyone
But the
else
men were
was kind of
just not
lame.
it.
Hmm.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Any other pop
Is
culture?
um have you watched SNL yet?
Yeah, watched it last
What
night.
did you think?
It was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I actually really liked
Me
it.
too. I was not excited for it because I don't really like Charlie XCX. Oh my gosh, guys, my hands are black all of a sudden. Like, I don't know if anyone can see this. Like, all of a sudden there's
Yikes.
just okay, whatever. Um, but yeah, no, I do not like Charlie XC. Okay, I've always thought it was Charlie XZX, not
See,
CX. Yeah, so I was confused all week until I found this out. But it was actually pretty funny. I was very like on board with it, surprisingly. But yeah. Did you okay,
I
this is
really liked
this
it.
is
I really like Charlie XCX. She's very what she is. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
she's very much just rave music.
Yeah.
And
No,
I'm not a huge
absolutely.
rave music person, but I think she has some good songs. And especially like boom clap era, she
So
slay.
good.
She slay.
So good.
But
Yeah.
I did like Brat. I thought it was a good album.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What did you think about them doing a second Domingo sketch? Because I've heard, I've only heard people loving it, like the discourse on like TikTok and stuff. Um, but I just felt like it was them trying to capitalize too soon on the other Domingo.
So this is my thoughts. I had the same thought. And I was like, this is, well, because even Maddie was like, this looks like Domingo. Like, what are they doing? Kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
it was
then
Domingo.
when we found out it was like a continuation of the story, then I was fine with it. I think if they tried
Okay.
to like do the same thing, but just make it different because
Yeah.
the same thing worked once, where they continued the story, I thought it was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Okay. I get that. I thought it was funny, but I just wasn't quite sure how I felt about it being because it was
Hmm
only like
To,
4 or 5 episodes ago. Like
yeah.
it was just a month ago or so. And so
hmm
I wasn't sure how I felt about like right away, like
Yeah.
doing it super quick right after. But that makes sense though, like the continuation of the story of what
Yeah.
happened. So
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, I think if
It'll
it was
be,
like like the same thing but just like completely different kind of, you know what I mean? Then I
yeah,
would have had a
yeah,
problem with it. But where it was a continuation of the same story,
that makes
I thought it
sense.
was
That
funny.
makes sense. Yeah. I thought it was funny. I just
Yeah.
wasn't,
No, I liked
I
it. I
did
thought it
like
was
how they
good.
spelt Domingo instead of
Hot to go.
hot to go.
That was so
It
funny.
was, it was a good one, but
So funny. But no, I really liked it. I thought she did a good job. There were pretty funny moments. Trying to
yeah.
think of what the other sketches were. But Domingo was funny.
Domingo was funny.
Um,
I liked the music video with Andy Samberg.
that was funny too.
Colin, when Colin Jost gets revealed as the person getting arrested.
hmm
I thought that was
I love
hilarious.
Colin. I
So
think he's hilarious.
he is so funny.
He is
I
so, so
just
funny.
love Colin Jost. So
Um,
yeah. Any other
but
pop
yeah,
culture
she didn't sing
things?
Apple, which was kind of disappointing, but she
Did you think she was
also
going to?
maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
She also sang Sympathy is a Knife, and that song she did a remix featuring Ariana Grande, and Ariana Grande didn't come out, and I was heartbroken. Even though she's,
Oh,
probably in London, but
oh,
heartbroken
heartbroken.
because Ariana's verse is the best part of that song. So,
Is it?
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I just know nothing about it, so I have nothing
it's
to
too bad.
add.
But yeah, SNL was good. I was very impressed
Yeah.
this week.
I was too. I was really nervous about going into this week
Mhm.
just because,
Oh, the Wicked auditions, that was funny
oh,
too.
that was a good one.
When when Bowen was Charlie XCX and Charlie XCX was Troye Sivan, that was so funny.
That was good.
Bowen's
That was
hilarious. I
really
love
funny.
Bowen.
Oh, he's literally one of my
He's so
favorites.
funny.
I just love him.
He's an icon. We love him.
I'm so excited because the next time we record, we'll have seen Wicked.
That's true.
And
That
so
is true.
I am so excited. I've been like avoiding any form of a spoiler, any clips, because I just want to be like, I'm just so
Oh,
excited.
I figure
So
I know the story, so I'm not worried about spoilers per se.
I know, but I just didn't want to watch like, I want to watch the performance on screen, not on my phone, on TikTok. Do you know what I
And
mean?
Emily, I am gonna make this commitment, even though you live 4,000 miles away. If you start singing in that theater, I will walk over there and punch you myself.
I'm not going to sing in the theater. No, I wouldn't do that. The only other movie I've sang in was the Taylor Swift movie, and that's because the
No, no,
whole
okay,
everybody
this is
was.
such BS. I've sat next to you to nearly every single movie we've ever been to. You sing. You may
No, I don't.
subconsciously do it. You sing.
I
Not
don't do
loud and
it.
boisterous, but you do sing. So I will walk across the ocean, throw a good punch.
Maybe I'll
And
sing just to get you over here.
that stands for every single person out there. People are not coming to this movie to hear you sing. They are coming to the movie to hear the actors sing. So if you start
Yes,
singing and ruining the experience for everyone else, you're going to meet these
Abby will
fists.
get you.
That's all.
Sounds good. Oh, this is something that's really big. This is a big development in my life that people need to be aware of. I have started reading. I am
Nice.
reading. I'm
How
a
far are
third of the
you?
way. I'm like 100 pages in. I'm not very like I'm pretty far in. But I just want everybody to know in like a week I read 100 pages, which that's 100 pages more than I've read in the last 15 years of my life.
There you go.
So,
Big deals.
big deal. I just wanted to tell everybody. It
That is
is the
very
Hunger
exciting.
Games. So, I
So
don't
an
know how like
incredible novel about despair
yes.
and triumph
Well, I'm also rereading it right now because on my time hop every single day,
is
well, not every day,
yeah.
is like Abby sitting in front of the Eras Tour stuff when we were
When
taking
we went and
pictures
saw
after we saw Ballad of
yeah.
Songbirds and Snakes. So it's that time of the year. We're just having fun with it. So,
Now
but I just want everyone to know.
we've now entered into the Hunger Games year ago's. Once we leave that, we'll
Did you?
no, wait, year ago's Hunger Games.
Yes.
After that, it will be shortly followed by Wonka.
Yes.
So the next like 2 months is just we were always at the movie theater.
And guess what? I think it's going to happen again between Wicked, the Andrew Garfield movie. There's like quite a bit of movies coming out right now
Okay,
that
so we
have you
went and
seen it?
saw We Live in Time.
Is it good? No?
I was so incredibly disappointed.
Really?
Like the movie ended, I turned to Maddie and I said, I hated that. I did not like this movie at all.
No.
But people can still see it, form their own opinions. I was not a fan.
Yeah. Dang.
And
Well, I'm still gonna probably go see it, but
I think I went into it thinking it was gonna be kind of like Walk to Remember,
uh-huh.
and it wasn't.
Okay.
And there were quite a few things that like seriously legitimately like pissed me off. So Andrew
Oh
Garfield was
no.
amazing. He was amazing. And I love
Okay. So
him.
it wasn't him. It
No.
wasn't him. Okay. But Wicked comes out. That's all I
Yeah.
can think about. It's
It's
all I
gonna
can
be
talk
good.
about. And my roommate is sick of it, and I'm very sorry, but I'm just gonna talk about Wicked for the next week. So sorry, everybody.
Well, maybe don't. Find something else
I
to talk
just
about.
I'm just so excited about Wicked. I
You have to
can't
keep
stop
the
thinking about
peace,
it.
dude.
So the piece is
Um,
fine. The piece is
I know,
fine.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
There's no
Um,
issues about it.
I think that's it. I don't know. Is there
Yeah,
any other
shoot.
pop culture things? Emily
I don't
still
think
hasn't
so.
watched Canceled, so we can't talk about that
I
yet.
haven't. I'm sorry, guys. Let's be honest here. There hasn't been much time in between recording episodes
There's been like four
from
days.
we recorded on Thursday
When
morning.
Wednesday night for me.
Well, it was Thursday for me, and then I had work all day Thursday and all day Friday, and then yesterday I was busy with friends. So I haven't really had time to sit and watch the like 2 hour canceled. So sorry.
I somehow managed to watch it the day it came out. Oh, ever.
Okay,
Some of us are
whatever.
committed and some of us aren't.
Some of us
Anyways,
aren't. Some of us are busy.
I have been sick and living a full life all at the same time, and you want to tell me about busy?
Congratulations.
Okay.
Congratulations. Okay,
You just said
let's just get.
congratulations. But anyways,
I know, I'm tired. I'm
um,
not, but let's get into this episode.
okay. So this week, when you are seeing this, it is the week 6 days
That's
before 6 days before Thanksgiving.
yes.
So
Oh,
we thought, what better way to celebrate Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving.
than to talk about probably one of the greatest pieces of media in out there in the world right now, which is the Friends Thanksgiving episodes.
I mean,
They are so
there's
good.
there is nothing that is more Thanksgiving-y in my brain than being at mom and dad's house in the kitchen, getting that turkey ready, getting them that stuffing going, and you have the Thanksgiving episodes playing in the
Yep.
background all day.
It's
Like
tradition.
that is the most Thanksgiving aspect of Thanksgiving ever,
Yep.
I think.
hmm I
Yeah.
agree.
So
We do it every year.
every year.
Um, but so this year we thought we'd talk a little bit about you know, chit chat, tell our
Yeah.
favorites, talk about them,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me pull this up. So
Okay.
let's start with the first one. So season 1, episode 9, the one where
The one
Underdog
where
gets away.
now,
This episode is my favorite. It's my favorite Thanksgiving
is it?
episode.
Okay. It's my number two,
Okay.
but
I
it's
think
so good.
it's so funny. It's so, so good. It's the one where they, all get locked out of their
Underdog gets away.
underdog gets away. And I feel like this is the most quotable episode for sure. There
Yes,
are
I agree.
so many
Like
great quotes.
between like shoop, shoop, shoop,
Shoop.
and
And
at the very end, now this feels
feels
like
like Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Or, okay, Monica, only dogs can hear you now.
It's so good.
Oh, it's so funny. So, so funny.
Is that the one with all the with all the different kinds of potatoes?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
whipped potatoes with the peas, the mashed
Peas
potatoes with the
and
lumps, the tater tots. It's also
a
when
tot.
Mario gets his groove back. When Joey does posters for the free clinic and they think
The
they put him, he
VD.
has VD. You
He
never
can't go
know.
home because
You
his
can't go
parents are mad
because,
because he
because of
has
his disease.
It's so good.
Oh, that is like the
It's
funniest
so
episode.
funny. It's like potatoes are ruined, potatoes are ruined, potatoes are
Potatoes are
ruined.
ruined. And it's my first Thanksgiving, and it's all burnt. Oh, that's such a good episode. It's so, so funny.
It's so funny. And then they pull the cheese, and then and
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
So funny.
Like it is so good. It is iconic.
I
Like
love that
I just love
episode.
that one.
I
Yeah.
love, love, love that episode. I think it's so
It's so
funny.
good.
That's my favorite
I,
Thanksgiving. It's just a classic. Like it's
it
just a
it is
classic.
just a classic. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Okay, so
That's not
season,
my
sorry.
sorry, you go ahead.
No, I was done. I was moving
I
on.
just
So,
no, yeah, that's what I was doing too. So you move
okay.
on.
Okay.
You move us on.
So season two didn't have a Thanksgiving episode, so we go straight to season three,
Yep.
the one with the football,
The Geller Cup.
the Geller Cup, the scary little troll
The troll
that she
doll.
fished out of the lake
When Ross was on the way to the
when Ross,
hospital.
because he broke his finger, right? Was it his finger or his nose
It
or
was
his toe?
something. He broke
Something
something.
broke
I can't
something.
remember. I haven't watched it in
This
a year,
episode
so
is so funny. I feel like this one is like shows their sibling rivalry like the best and like in a fun way too.
yes. Yeah. I feel
And
like it really
it's
shows the dynamic of all of the like everybody's relationships with each other too.
yeah,
Not just like but Monica and Ross especially.
yeah,
But
yeah. But and Joey and Chandler because they're fighting over the
yeah.
Dutch girl.
And then
And
Rachel just wanting to be a part
I
of
know,
something.
yes. And Phoebe's just there for a good time. She's just there
Phoebe's
having
always just
fun.
there.
But this one's really funny. I like this one a lot.
That's a good one. Yeah. No, I
This is
really
like
like
one
that
of the
one.
few times we had like a different set too. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
like they
It
built a
wasn't
different
in
set
the
for this one. It wasn't in
it
the
wasn't
apartment
in
or
the apartment.
the coffee house.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun. It's fun to switch it up. I just love like when at the end when they're all like eating the dinner and they're like, it's starting to snow. Should we go get them? And it pans over and it's just Monica and Ross still fighting
Just
over
holding on to it.
just holding it. So like,
So
and they're like,
funny.
no, it's fine. They'll come in when they're ready.
Yeah.
Like,
But
I think
it's
it's
so funny at
funny.
the beginning. They're, because you watch football on Thanksgiving. Everyone's like, "Oh, should we
Yep.
play? Should we play a game?" And Ross and Monica are like, "We're not allowed to."
We're not
Our
allowed to.
mom
Why?
said
Did your
no.
parents did your parents say you couldn't? Yeah, our mom
Yeah,
said we couldn't play anymore.
so funny.
It- It's so funny because that's hilarious because whenever they do that, it always reminds me of like up until a few years ago, honestly, when
Yeah,
we would think about playing Sorry as a family or with friends, and it was like, oh,
we're
we're
not
not
allowed
allowed
to
to
play
play
sorry
Sorry.
in this house because things got a little out of hand once. Adam may have cut his
Split
head
his head.
open. It was one time.
It
It
was
was
just
one
one
time.
really bad time.
One time.
Um,
And honestly, I don't even think we were playing Sorry. I think we were playing like
I think we were playing
War.
War,
I think it was
and
War, but he
Adam
slipped
slipped on
on
the
the
Sorry
Sorry
box,
box.
and Sorry
Um,
got banned.
and Sorry got banned.
But yeah, but it just reminds me of like the did your mom say you can't play? And it's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're not allowed to play Sorry anymore.
But
So
we've
funny.
we've come back from it. We're allowed to
Yeah,
play now.
we've
Um,
played Sorry successfully for a couple of years now, which is good
no
news.
injuries.
No
So
injuries.
yeah,
Big deal.
big deal. So amazing. Okay, season 4, the one with Chandler in a box. I like this one.
Okay, really? See, this is probably my least favorite. Or no, second
R-
least favorite.
Really? This
Mm-hmm.
was because I numbered all mine. This was like in the middle. This was number five, 5 out of
Okay.
9. This was my middle because I love the storyline of Monica and Richard's son. I
It's
think it's
that is
so
so
funny.
funny. It is
And
it's funny, but it's also icky. And that's part of
it's
the
so
thing, is
icky. And
is it
but
icky,
that's what
but
makes it funny. Because here's the thing. He is so good looking.
he is so
Like
good looking.
oh my
So good
gosh, he
looking.
looks so good. And like when he's in Never Been Kissed, Chef's Kiss, like so good.
So good.
So I think it's just so funny. And so that's why this one I really like this one just because I love the uncomfortableness of that storyline
I get
so
it. I
much.
agree. I'm a big Monica Richards stan. I love
Yeah, I
them
am
so
too.
much. Till the
I
day I
love them.
die. I love them so much. So
Yeah.
I don't like it because I'm a Monica Richards stan.
I just think
But
it's so funny.
it is
With
so
her eye
funny.
patch.
It is so funny.
It's
And
so
then
funny.
Chandler kissed Kathy, Paget
Yes, Bean a
Brewster,
box.
also
Emily,
known as Agent Emily
Emily
Prentice.
Prentice. I literally wrote down because I wrote down notes to like remind myself what each episode entails, and I wrote Chandler kissed Emily Prentice. Like I didn't
Yes,
even put
did not
anything
even
else.
put Kathy, but
So
then locks
didn't put
him. He
Kathy
gets locked in a box to show how
because
sorry
it's
he is.
twofold. The punishment is twofold.
One, gives me time to reflect on my actions. Two, it hurts. So funny. I love that show.
It's just so it's a good one. I really like that one. But
That is, yeah, that's a
yeah,
good
but
one.
that's my number like 5. That's like my in the middle.
Okay.
But it's
That's
a good
fair.
one. But it
That's fair. Okay.
okay.
Season 5, the one with the Thanksgiving flashbacks.
This is my number 1.
Really?
I love this episode. I think this honestly is my favorite episode of Friends of all time. Like
Really?
I love this episode. There
That's
is
so
something
funny.
about the flashbacks and that literally just kill me. Like I don't the flock of seagulls haircut, the
So good.
Wham outfits,
So good.
like Rachel's nose. Like there's so many parts of it
So
that
good.
it's just so good. And like when Ross goes up to Rachel and is like, "So what's it like now that I'm out of the house?" And she just like walks away and like doesn't really like
Acknowledge him at all.
acknowledge anything. Like I don't know why, but anytime there is a flashback episode, it is one of my favorite
That's
episodes
so
of all time.
funny. That's so funny.
So
This is a good
this is
one.
my
I
number
like this
one.
one a lot. This one's a good one. Um,
I think it's just so funny.
it is funny, but it makes me sad because Joey and Phoebe aren't really in it very much. They're only in
They are not.
the
I
present
think it
ones.
would be funny if they could have like if they would have all been friends forever, so they could
Or
all
we
be in the
could have
flashbacks,
seen,
but
where Phoebe was because she had quite the illustrious past.
that would have been actually really
Yes,
funny. Um, but yeah, there's just something about the flashbacks that like those
they
like
are so
even when
funny.
they do them in other episodes, like it's
Mm-hmm.
just my favorite.
So funny.
It's it's just so good. So, but again, Monica cuts off Chandler's toe in that
Yes, and
episode.
they bring a carrot. This is a very cold carrot. So funny.
And then she wears the turkey on her head to make him laugh.
She
So,
does. And she does her little dance. So good.
so good.
Okay, season 6, episode 9, the one where Ross got high. I think this episode is so funny.
This is so good. This is my number 4,
Okay,
but it's because the top 3 I feel like are super funny.
that's
So
fair.
like it like ranks really high. Like I think it's really funny, but it's like
But in comparison, no,
in
I would
comparison
agree.
it's
It's not a
lower.
top 3 for me, but I do think this one is really funny.
Yeah. So good. The trifle. Like,
The
come on.
trifle, the English
The
trifle,
trifle.
with a layer of beef and what is it? Beef, peas and onions.
Yep.
Sauteed peas, no, sauteed, what is it?
A layer of beef sauteed with peas and
Sauteed with
onions.
peas and onions. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
remember.
so good.
And
It's
then
yeah.
lady fingers, which I made myself.
So-
So funny.
From scratch.
Scratch. So
It's
funny.
so good. Phoebe is in love with Mr. Geller. And then
That's
also at
right.
the end, I love
Love
Jacques
Jacques
Cousteau.
Cousteau.
And
Baby, I
then
think Jacques Cousteau's
Cousteau is
dead.
dead.
So funny. I just think it's funny when
I
they're all yelling out confessions.
Yeah, it's so good. Like the speed at which I wasn't supposed to put beef in the
The
trifle.
trifle.
Rachel, no, you were not.
Not. And it tastes like feet. So funny. And then
It's
Joey,
so good.
jam, good. Ladyfingers, good. Beef,
Good. Beef,
good.
good.
So funny.
Like it's so
So
good.
funny.
Like again, I love when there's like the quick like the all of the things are coming out and then Mrs. Geller like rebuts
Every one of them.
answers every single one of them. Like
Mhm.
so funny.
Ross and Rachel went to Vegas and got married and divorced
Divorced
again.
again.
So funny.
Monica and Chandler are living together.
So funny.
It's
So
so good.
good.
So, yeah, I love that one.
I think
So,
that one's so funny.
that's a
That's an
solid.
underrated one to me. One I kind of forget about, and then I watch. I'm like, this is so funny.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Okay, season 7, episode 8, the one where Chandler doesn't like dogs. So this one's probably my least favorite.
You know, I put it number the my bottom three, I don't really like any of them. So this is like kind of like it's technically number seven. Yeah, seven, but like it's kind of just in the bottom. I don't really like
Yeah,
this
this is
one.
one I don't watch very often, but it is funny. It's funny because Ross is trying to label all 50 states. He's trying to go through
It's
and
so
name
good.
all
Like
50
that's my
states,
favorite part.
which is hilarious because I guess the 50 state song is post Friends
Yeah, because
because
it has to be.
it has to be because I can name every 50 state just from the 50 state song.
Well, okay, so season seven, I think that was 2000.
2000,
I think it's
2001, right around there.
2000, 2001. And like I learned I was in kindergarten, first grade. So like and then I learned the 50 State song in fourth grade, fifth grade. Like so it either wasn't a thing yet and then it became a thing within like the next 2 years because I learned it, or they just didn't learn
Didn't,
it.
yeah, they didn't include
Or
it.
yeah, because I feel like it's a very common song. Like everybody
Well,
knows the
everyone
50
knows it.
State
Yeah,
song.
everyone knows the 50 state song.
So,
But so it
yeah, I
just
don't know.
always cracks me up. And then Joey has like 57 states or something like that. Like he has way too many.
And he's so
So
proud
funny.
of
I know.
himself.
Like I think Chicago's a state or so funny.
And then he said something about the Dakotas and he's like, "What are you can't just make up states."
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny.
Like it's good. It's not one of my favorites, but I think it's
But
funny. It's
it definitely is funny.
so yeah.
Okay. Season 8, episode 9, the one with the rumor. This
This
one
is my
is
number
so
three.
funny. Okay.
This
I'd say this
is
one's probably my top 3 too.
yeah. Yeah. Like it's so good.
So,
Brad
so
Pitt.
good. Yeah, so this is
Brad
one with
Pitt,
Brad Pitt.
he was the worst actor in this
Oh
episode,
yeah.
and that's what makes it so good. Is
So funny.
he was horrible.
He was
This
horrible
man
and
is
he's
not made
Brad
for
Pitt.
television.
But
Yeah,
it's like he's Brad Pitt, but he was horrendous on this. But
horrendous.
it's so funny.
Yeah. No, like this is so good. Like I love this episode. Like the
Yes.
I Hate Rachel Green Club.
So funny. Where it was Ross, Will, and some foreign
And,
exchange
and
student.
to Tucker Keck or something.
Something
Like
like
it
that. I
was
can't remember his
so
name.
funny.
So funny. They start a rumor that
Rachel has
Rachel's
both
parents flipped a
male
coin
and she
and
decided to
decided to
raise
raise
her
her as a
as a
girl.
girl.
It is
Like that's
so
so
funny.
good.
That is
You're the
so funny.
hermaphrodite cheerleader
Later
from
from
Long
Long
Island.
Island? I even knew about you.
Like it's so good. And then Rachel's pregnant at that time, and so it's just so funny because like Rachel's pregnant and Brad Pitt looks at her goes and looks at Ross and says, "You got her pregnant and you're not
Not
going to
marry.
marry her." Hi.
Nice. So funny. So, so funny.
And then who was the members? Me, Ross.
Ross?
Don't point to me. Don't point to Ross. She knows who Ross is.
And the It doesn't mean anything. It was just some stupid thing we did in high school. Then why did it have the word eternity in it?
Eternity. But he doesn't even say it. He goes, eternity.
Eternity
He like enunciates
enunciates. It's
eternity. It's
so
so
funny.
it's so funny. And then he's like from across the room, he's just like, I hate. And
And
she's
she's
like, I
like,
think
I
he
think
is
he
flirting
likes
with me.
me.
I think he likes me. And then she passes him the yams, and he's like, "Of course, my two nemesis, complex carbs and Rachel Green." Like, it's
It's
so funny.
so funny. It is so
It
funny.
kills me. I
And it's
I
also
think this
funnier
one's
that they were married at the time. Like,
yeah, it's so good.
so
It's
funny.
so good. Like, and then Chandler's like, oh, this is the one too when Chandler's like watching the game and he doesn't want to help Monica. So he goes, Anderson. And Phoebe's like, who's that? And she's like, I don't know. And then they just sit there. And Phoebe's like, oh, I didn't know this game was
Was
on.
on.
Monica, I go, you like the
Eh,
football too?
And then they're like, and then like, oh, Monica's like, oh, who won? And Phoebe goes, Green Bay. And it was not Green Bay. And she's like, oh, well, they won in my
Detroit. It
heart.
was it was a
So
moral
funny.
victory
It's a
for
moral
Green Bay.
victory. So funny.
So good. And then oh, it's just so good. And like Brad Pitt, like bless, he was so good in this movie,
So
this
funny.
episode. Like truly this is one of my favorite episodes and
And then
yeah.
Rachel pulls out her yearbook and it says, great, you're an awesome person, Rach. Just sorry for your teeny weeny. Oh, that is so
Teeny
funny.
weeny.
Teeny weeny is
Like, oh my
hilarious.
gosh, it's so freaking funny. It makes me
So
laugh
funny.
so hard every time. Like,
So,
this
so
is
good.
such a good episode. That's
It
like one of
really
my
is.
favorites. Like, it's a top three,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But that episode is just so, so funny. I just love it so much. It
Oh,
cracks me
it's
up.
so good. Every time. I
Hmm.
love it.
Every
Yeah.
time.
Brad Pitt, A plus.
Really. It was just so clever. I just think it's so funny. The I Hate Rachel Club. So
I
funny.
hate Rachel Club.
Okay.
Uh,
Season.
co-founded. Oh, that's one thing we didn't mention. That
You were
you
a
were part of a
part
club. Co-founded.
co-founded.
I just think that's so
So
funny.
funny. It is
Sorry,
so
I
funny.
just
No,
that
that is
popped into
so
my
funny.
head. It's so
That is
good.
so funny. I
Okay,
love that episode. Okay.
continue.
Season 9, episode 8, the one with Rachel's other sister. So this is the one with Christina Applegate.
Yeah,
When she wants custody of Emma
when she
if
wants Emma. Yeah,
Ross and Rachel die. But however, she
yeah,
can never get her name right. It's so funny. She calls her Emily, doesn't she?
so many
I
times,
think so.
so many times.
So funny.
Yeah, I don't love this one. This is actually my bottom. This is
Your bottom one?
my bottom one. I just like it's fine, but like compared to the others, it's just it doesn't like stand out at
No,
all.
I agree. This one, it's definitely one of my least favorite. I do think I like Christina Applegate's sister better than Reese
We
Witherspoon's
Reese
sister.
Witherspoon's. I agree. I
So I
agree.
like this episode better than the ones with Reese Witherspoon, just because I
Yeah.
don't know, I like Amy better.
Yeah, I think Amy's
But
a better sister
yeah,
character.
but I just think it's funny. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, all of these are funny. It's not like they're not
I
funny.
know that's true.
That's the,
It's hard to
so
say
it's,
one is not good because they're all good.
they're all funny. And like, honestly, I think of all, like, the Thanksgiving episodes are some of the funniest episodes in
Oh,
general in Friends.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
it's like, this one may be the least funny of the Thanksgiving episodes, in my opinion, but it doesn't mean that it's like
Not
not one
funny.
of the better episodes of Friends in general.
Yeah.
You know?
Hmm.
Like that's my thought about it. But
Yeah. But I think it's funny. They settle on she, instead of getting custody of Emma, she gets some of Rachel's Ralph Lauren discount
I mean,
instead, which is such a fair trade-off.
what a fair trade.
So funny.
Um yeah. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah. So funny episode, but
Funny
not one of our
episode.
faves.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the last one, season 10, episode 8, the one with the late Thanksgiving.
This one's I'm not I'm sad that this is how the Thanksgiving episodes ended.
Me too. I
Like
think
that
they could have
this was the last one.
gone out better. But this one is funny. I think it's funny.
This one is funny.
I think
It's
it's
my number
funny.
8,
Okay, that's fair.
but
I think it's funny because don't they again, I haven't seen this one in a little while. Don't they put Emma in a beauty pageant and that's why
they do.
Rachel and Phoebe are late? See, that's funny.
Yes.
That is so funny.
And they get the outfit from Alicia Marie,
Who's that?
Joey's
Oh,
Joey's doll.
yes, that's Oh, I forgot about that. That is so
No,
funny.
yeah, or is it Alicia May Emery or something? I don't
Something
know.
like that. His
Something.
doll.
His doll that has a very specific name.
Yeah, that is so funny. I forgot. So Monica and Chandler don't want to host Thanksgiving because they do it every
They
year.
do it.
They're
Yeah.
tired. They don't want to do it. And everyone's like, no, you have to host Thanksgiving. Like, this is tradition. You have to do it. We're all going to get together. It's going to be great. And then everyone shows up late. Where were
Yes.
Joey and
They went to a hockey game or a basketball game. They
that's
had the
right.
foam finger. The
That's
foam
right.
finger.
And they give it to Chandler. So funny.
So funny.
So good.
So, and I love the heads in the door, like when
Yeah.
they're all lined up. Like
And I think Matt LeBlanc actually got his head stuck. He actually got his head
this
stuck in the door.
this is the episode with rock, paper, scissors, water balloon.
Fire. So funny. That is so funny.
So, see, these are so funny.
There are some
Like
good. I mean,
there's
again, these are
some
all
good
funny,
ones.
but
Yeah.
it's a
This is
classic.
also this is also the one when Monica and Chandler find out they matched with a baby to
Oh,
adopt.
that's right. That's right.
So, like I really like I think this episode and kind of like all the other ones, well, a lot of them. I think the funniest ones were the standalone episodes where they didn't really try to move the plot along at all. Um, and they just wanted to write a funny Thanksgiving themed episode
I agree.
where I think the ones that try to move the plot aren't as funny.
I agree. I
And
agree.
I think that's one of the things I think with this one is that they knew they were gonna have to build up conflict to this moment when they get the phone call that like it
Hmm.
just wasn't quite as good as like a standalone
No, I
Thanksgiving because
agree.
they were trying to move the plot.
Because that was the
But
last season. Weren't there 10 seasons?
yeah, there were 10 seasons. The season 10 was only like 16 episodes instead of
Yeah.
24, I think. So they didn't have the time to make a filler Thanksgiving episode
No, that
like
makes
a lot of the
sense.
other seasons.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of like the ones that don't move the plot that are just standalone episodes are I think the funniest ones.
I agree.
So,
No, I agree. Okay,
but
so what's
yeah.
your top three?
So my top 3, my number 1 is All the Thanksgivings,
Okay.
where number 2 is Where Underdog Gets Away, and The Rumor.
Okay. See, my number one is the one where underdog gets away.
Okay.
Number two is probably the one with the rumor, and then number three is the Thanksgiving flashbacks.
Okay. So we have the same top 3, just
Yeah,
in a
just in a
little bit of a
different
different
order.
order. Yeah, that's
But
funny.
the one where Ross gets high is pretty close up there too. I think that one's
Yeah,
what.
that
And the
is a
one with the
close,
football. The one with the football are up
yes.
there too.
And Chandler in a Box.
And
Like
Chandler in a
they're
box. Yeah.
I feel like those 6 are all really close.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a really close between the top 6 and then the bottom 3.
Yeah. I
Like,
agree. I agree.
but I do think our top 3 is the top
They're
3.
just so good. They are so, so
So
good.
good. So if you're gonna do anything this Thanksgiving, make sure you
Put
watch
on these
the
episodes.
Friends episodes of
Mhm.
the Thanksgiving episodes because they're so good. And there's not like Thanksgiving movies. There's nothing like that. So watch the
No.
Friends Thanksgiving episodes and it's just so good.
Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna
Unreal.
do? Watch the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving? No way. You're watching Friends.
You can only watch that so many times. Cooking Thanksgiving takes all day.
You
So you
can
have to
only
watch
negative zero
like
times is enough times for that.
so there you go. So, you know, watch Thanksgiving Friends episodes. I think that's
Because they're
just
so
really
good.
what we've
They're so good.
come to
Hmm.
decide.
Yep.
Um,
But let us know
but
what
yeah,
your favorite is because they're so good. They're all so good. And if you disagree with us, let us know.
yes. Yes. Also, since this is the Thanksgiving episode, let's just, Abby, what is your favorite Thanksgiving food? Like, let's just kind of go through a couple of favorites.
Hmm. That's tough. Probably, I mean, you can't go wrong. Timo makes the world's greatest turkey in the whole entire world.
He does.
And I know a lot of
He
people don't like
absolutely
turkey.
does.
It's because you haven't eaten Timo's turkey.
You
Timo's turkey
haven't
is
had
so
his
good.
unreal.
Mashed
Like it's
potatoes,
so good.
so
Mashed
good.
potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, gravy. I don't love stuffing. I'm coming around to stuffing though.
I get that. I
Because
get
again,
that.
Timo's stuffing is so good.
Unreal.
Um, yeah, probably those.
Probably those.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what I would say too,
The
because
classics.
the classic, the top three, turkey, potato, stuffing.
Yeah.
The stuffing took a while. I did not like stuffing when I was younger. Honestly, I think once Timo started doing turkeys and Thanksgiving every year, that's when I started to really like it. And now I really like Timo's.
Timo is chef extraordinaire.
He really is. Like
Also,
it's
I make the world's greatest pie. So my pie,
you make a really good pie. I make some pretty good pies. I mean, mine are just kind of the basic pies, but like they're pretty good. But
yeah,
yours are really good.
mine's pretty labor intensive.
Yeah. Oh,
But
and
it's
then Judy's
delicious.
rolls.
Judy's
Judy's
rolls. Oh my gosh,
rolls.
how could we forget about Judy's
Can I
rolls?
tell you, I when I get back to the States, I just need Judy's to feed me rolls. Like I just
It's the
like I
best.
need them to nonstop, just flowing through my veins. Like, oh my gosh.
Her rolls are
Like I'm so
delicious.
excited.
So
Yes.
it's gonna be a good time.
Yes. Love Thanksgiving. Really sad. I don't really have a Thanksgiving this year just because it's not a thing here, which is a big fat bummer. But that is like the one request I've had, like going back home for Christmas, if we can do like a Thanksgiving meal because I love it.
You can do
So
one there.
I've been looking for a turkey. I haven't found one. I've been looking around. They're hard to find.
Really?
So yeah, they're not popular here. So it's
Well,
been
there's
pretty hard.
turkeys everywhere here.
Jealous.
Everywhere.
So who knows? Maybe I'll do a
Do
turkey with my
chicken.
friends or something. It's hard to find a whole chicken too. It's honestly just kind of hard to find big.
Just go
I'm
kill one.
there's a lot of ham. There's a lot of ham. We're in Finland, so
Ham is
you
the
know.
inferior meat, and I stand by that.
Oh, do you remember Timo's ham last Christmas?
Of course, it's
That was the
delicious,
life-changing ham.
but ham is the inferior meat,
I agree.
in my
Um,
opinion.
yes. Okay. We don't need to, we'll talk more about these fun things later,
Yeah.
but any other Thanksgiving thoughts, Abby?
Huh? No, I don't think so.
Cool. Well, make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok, subscribe, rate, review, send us a text message. Tell us what you're grateful for
Yes.
this holiday season. Because now we're getting into holiday season, which means Christmas. So that's exciting.
Facts.
So,
But yeah, I think that's
anything
it.
else? Cool.
I think that's
I
it.
think we're good.
Okay.
Okay, well, we will see you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.